Hello, hello, hello. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of POV. You're going to see my angle of things, but we're not going to be doing any magic today. Today is going to be a little bit more of a learning experience for you guys to teach you how to shuffle cards, and you get to see it from this angle because it definitely helps. So we are going to do a little bit of card shuffling. We're using the B cards again today. Again, I like using these for shuffling. They just feel nice and have a nice look to them. So B, B, B playing card. Always nice. I also might do a cardistry video, just ASMR cardistry coming up soon, but let's get into this. So we can start with just a little bit of flourishing. We have all of the cards. Now a card spread is pretty easy to do, it's not too bad. It's definitely better when you have felts like this. Doing it on a harder surface, the cards don't like to spread evenly. With this, you can just press and go. Always really fun. So, I've expressed in other ASMR videos the shuffling techniques of being a casino dealer. That's what I did for about 4 or 5 years. I dealt blackjack and what they call carnival games. One of the games I always loved dealing was a game called a high card flush, which I might do a video doing ASMR playing high card flush with you guys maybe. But let's get into this. So all these little intricate moves are just me noodling around. But let's get into the first shuffle, which is an overhand shuffle. And it looks a little something like this. You've probably seen people do this for casual shuffling. You wouldn't see this in a casino. This is a nice, simple shuffle. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll go through the movements with you. So you're going to take a deck of cards. You're going to kind of do like a Spider-Man motion with the cards. So you're going to have 2 fingers on one side and your thumb on the far side. Then you can put your pointer finger up top. What you want is you can drop them like this, or if you're more comfortable, you can actually grab. I don't think either way is bad. The dropping portion, I think, is more of a finesse and just understanding pressure with this hand. But it should look something like you're grabbing like that. And it gives more control. And you're just catching, you're not fully grabbing. You're not grabbing the deck. You're just catching them so that they're uniform. All right, let's get into the next one. So the next shuffle we're gonna do is something called a Hindu shuffle. This is a very simple shuffle. It's kind of like you're cutting the cards. So if you've ever seen me do the casino shuffle, I've cut cards like this. The Hindu shuffle, on the other hand, is doing that, but within the hand. So you're going to take the cards, and you're just going to strip off a bit and cut that way. that is how you do a Hindu shuffle. It's a simpler way to shuffle. I know sometimes the riffle gets people, which we'll get into next, but if anybody asks you, hey, do you know how to shuffle cards? Overhand's pretty good, and the Hindu's pretty good. Alright, let's get into this Riffle Shuffle, because I know this is something that a lot of people do, and I'm going to show you what people do wrong with it. So, with the Riffle Shuffle, I see a lot of people do this minor detail that's actually incorrect. So when you do a riffle, you should be going from the corners, not the center. So most people I see, when I ask them, hey, do you know how to shuffle? They go like that, which I feel bends the cards. If you're playing cards against somebody, let's say you're playing a interesting game and you know what this top card is. If you do this, they're going to usually pull hard on these top cards, which means the bent card is probably going to be your queen. You don't want that. So the best way I've learned is to go from the corners, and they teach you that in dealer school. So you're going to split the deck. You can have it by half, and what you're going to do is you're going to take it, you're going to just kind of riffle and let the corners fall into each other. Now you can go a little bit deeper if you want. I do mine very tippy corners, and then I push mine together like that, and then I can just square it up. But you can go a little bit more like that. And then the squaring up process, you can push in until you get this kind of crisscross pattern. And then you just take your ring finger, push in this way, and then take your middle finger and your thumb and square it up. And then if you want to make it look a little bit more cleaner, you take your middle finger and your thumb and you guide it along these edges. So it cleans it up a bit and makes it very uniform. So just riffle. Sliding a little bit on me. It's going to take some getting used to if you're not used to that movement. And again, there's that strip cut that you can do too. So the strip cut's very simple. It's just the Hindu but on the table. You just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go up as many as you want. You can do 1, 2, 3. I like 5. It gives it a nice feel to it. And by definition, that is actually the casino shuffle. You didn't do a wash at all. Normally, you would go through the examination process, make sure the cards are all there. You'd give them a wash. These up, make sure they're all together, and then the casino shuffle is riffle, riffle, strip 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then riffle, and then you are ready to deal whatever game. We can get into some cardistry stuff, show you a little bit of that. Maybe another time. Now I'm going to show you guys something that's a little bit difficult to do, but it's very fun. And this is called a Farro. So you're going to split the cards in half, square them up, and it looks a little something. If I can get it. It's hard to do it slow. Like that. And then you can break them. That is a Farro. No, these cards don't want to today. But they get wedged in between each other like that, and it mixes up the cards. It just looks really nice from the side. So in order to do a Farro, which is a little difficult, you're going to take the cards, and I like to take this top card that you see here, and I like to push it right below the top card here, so you can kind of see it's going in. And what you're going to do is you're going to push into each other, but you want to push kind of at an angle, and then kind of zigzag. So it's going forward and back. And it's going to take you a couple times to get the feeling, but you can kind of get an idea. This one's definitely a feel thing versus a visual. It looks very visually appealing, but you want to get and then you can do some fun things like a waterfall. Let's see if I can do that on here. It's a very bad waterfall, and it's very difficult at this angle. It looks cool if you're performing it for somebody, but that'll come in the cardistry video coming up soon. But that is a little bit of cardistry for you guys. Not cardistry, my bad. That is a little bit of card shuffling for you guys. I know, there's some of you that really enjoy the magic aspect. I know there's a lot of people that enjoy the blackjack ASMR from other channels. And, there's a lot of people I feel that could really enjoy, hey, this is how you actually do a proper shuffle. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, comment what kind of ASMR videos you would like in the future. Do you want more magic? Do you want more kind of like casino dealer style cardistry? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you ever want to learn magic personally from me, I do have something called a school where you can go and it's like $10 a month, and all you do is I'll teach you magic. So it's really fun. You get to fool your friends, your family, anybody. So it's super fun, and that link is in the description as well. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Take care and be safe.